My name is Kerry. I'm from Northern Ireland originally, but now I live in Salisbury in the south of England. And prior to learning Salesforce, I had a career in the non-profit sector, in event management and fundraising. Most recently, I was head of events and community partnerships at an amazing charity called Hope and Homes for Children. So, although I really did love my role and the charity I worked for, I think I've always known that it wasn't forever. And I went on maternity leave with my little girl, and I did go back part time in between. But then I was on maternity leave again, and I think that was the point I knew that I really needed to make a change. Really wanted to make a change, so I did a lot of research when I was on maternity leave. I really thought that technology was the place to go, because there's just so much potential there. So I thought I'd better jump on the bandwagon before I get too old. I didn't want to go back to university, and I wanted to do something quite quickly. So originally I'd actually been looking into coding boot camps, but in hindsight, they're definitely, I think, too far on the technical spectrum for me. But you never know what the future might bring. But then a very good friend of mine, he actually worked in sales for Conga, and he sent me through the link about the Supermums program. And yeah, I just thought it was absolutely perfect. I'd worked on other CRM platforms before, so I understood what they were. For me, it was the right balance of people and technology. And the course was remote. I could do it around the kids, and it only took around 6 months. So yeah, it just ticked so many boxes, and it was also something that would really hold me accountable. So yeah, and then what else did I do? So yeah, I spoke to a few other ladies at this point who worked in the tech space actually, and they were so lovely and helpful, and that really helped me to make my decision. So yeah, I just went for it and signed up. 100% the community and the people on my course, the Supermums team, the Salesforce community generally. Honestly, I don't think I've ever felt as empowered or championed to succeed ever. It was just an incredible community to walk into, and yeah, they welcomed me with open arms, and it's amazing to be part of it still. Yeah, sure. So I've recently started a role as a Salesforce admin for a charity called the Wonder Foundation. They're amazing. They exist to empower women and girls globally to get the education they need to exit poverty. So they have an absolutely incredible mission. So first of all, it's an amazing opportunity to be part of that. In terms of the role, it's probably a little bit different at the moment to a regular Salesforce admin, because they are implementing Salesforce for the first time. So the Wonder Foundation have been working with JP Morgan to get the project started. So my role now is to take the project forward. So I've been working with their team to gather all of the requirements for the project, so that I've been able to design and build a system that is fit for purpose for them. And then the next step after that is to work to import all of their data, which probably isn't the nicest of tasks, but once it's all in, then that's going to be absolutely fantastic. So once all of that work is done, then it will be setting up all of the users on the system and training all of their users, because none of them have actually used Salesforce before. So I'm looking forward to that. And then it'll be really developing the system for that organization in terms of building any automation requirements that they need, and yeah, just developing the platform to meet their needs. As this is the first time that the Wonder Foundation has used Salesforce, so it's going to be a big change for them, and then all of their systems and processes will be managed through that. So lots to do, but it's incredibly exciting to be part of this journey with them and to lead the project. It's a really good opportunity for me, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to doing it. In terms of career satisfaction, well, I've worked in the non-profit sector for a really long time, so I've worked on other CRMs actually, but I truly know the value that they can deliver for an organization. They're just the central hub for enabling the organization to function properly and everyone to do their jobs well. So in terms of understanding that and hopefully being able to deliver that for the Wonder Foundation, That's, as I said before, a really, really great thing to be part of and a really good opportunity. In terms of flexibility, the role is primarily remote. I do go into their office in London as and when, but it's more of a, when it's necessary basis. But actually, it is really nice also going to see other humans, and it makes you feel a bit more part of the team. But it generally is remote, and it's a 3-day-a-week role, which I have opted to split over 4 days, which enables me to drop my kids at school and pick them up. So that's been incredible in terms of flexibility. They're only 5 and 2 at the moment, so for me, although my career is very important, they are my primary focus. So being able to have that flexibility and have this career alongside being able to manage them has been brilliant. I'd say at the moment it's hopefully, well, it's not happened quite yet, but overall it will be to make people's jobs easier, and being able to work with people to hopefully do that is really good. So that's why I enjoy the most at the minute. Most challenging thing I would say is definitely managing expectations, and that's probably greatest, I would say, when you're a solo admin, because I'm not sure that everyone always appreciates quite how long things take and just quite how big Salesforce is, and just sort of expect you to know everything and wave a magic wand. So I think that's the biggest challenge, is to be able to communicate that. But I think if you can really show people what you're doing and bring them on the journey with you, then they do begin to understand those things. So I think in a solo admin role particularly, it is very useful to understand the sector which you're working in. I think you don't have to, but I think it really does. I think it's really, really helpful, because it helps you understand, the user's pain points and the sort of things that they're experiencing in their role. As well as that, it's all of the, what I just said about managing expectations, managing relationships with people, but also in terms of, you've got a big, busy workload, it's very useful to be able to, good project management and organization skills. And, alongside this, obviously, there are the technical skills, but I think, as important as they are, it's all of the other stuff as well. And that's what, you'll always have had a different career, and you'll be able to bring those skills to the role. So don't think that it's 100% technical. It's not at all. So I'd say all of the sort of softer skills that I've mentioned already are the ones that I've been using, in terms of project management, organization, relationship management. And also, as well, again, I've already mentioned it, that I've worked with other CRMs my whole career. So I really do understand, the value that they bring, how they can really help streamline processes and make everybody's jobs easier if used well, and really, drive forward success and efficiency in the organization. So all of that has been really, really helpful in terms of the role that I'm in right now. But doing the admin cert with Supermums was absolutely, invaluable. There's no way I could have ever done it on my own. There's no way I could have sat on Trailhead and achieved the level of learning or knowledge that I now have. It was just amazing being part of the community, having the weekly accountability live sessions to be able to go to, and have that, weekly homework, and the relationship with the mentor. All of those things really give me the community and the confidence. So in terms of the course itself, what it's given me, well, I'd say 2 things really. It's the community that I was part of. So all of the other people who were on my course, all of the people within Supermums and the Salesforce community, and also the confidence that it's given me. Whenever I finished the course and I was looking for roles and I was working with the recruitment team, they shared with me that I was coming across very well, but I needed to have more confidence in my technical ability. And that really helped me, because although there's so much to learn, and even when you've done the course and passed the course, there's still so much to learn, but actually you need to remember how much you do know, and just really having the confidence in that. It's just, as I said, it wouldn't have been possible if I'd just done those modules on Trailhead. It was just everything the course gave me just provided me with so much more, and I definitely wouldn't be in the role I am now without doing the course with Supermums. Yeah, I mean, I was really fortunate to be able to work with the Supermums recruitment team following completion of the course. And again, I just think it's fantastic that you're not just sort of sent out there into the world on your own, that you have this other whole army of supermums, the recruitment arm, who are then, you know, really working with you, trying to help you land your first role. So again, you just feel really like champion to succeed, because ultimately, you know, my success is Supermum's success. So it was really just great to have that sort of, you know, that feeling of those people behind you. And on a practical level, obviously they were brilliant at, you know, suggesting suitable roles for me, keeping me in mind for suitable roles, putting me forward for suitable roles. And yeah, I did interview for a few other positions before I secured this one. And, you know, the feedback that they gave me really did help. And as I've touched on already, one of the things that they said was to really have confidence in my technical ability. You know, I've got 14 years of experience of, you know, event management and fundraising and relationship management and people, but you know, my technical skills are all quite new. So, but equally, you do need to remember just how much you learn on the admin course and just how much the admin certification does mean, and really have the confidence to you know, show that in the interview process alongside all of the skills that you've got from your previous career. So yeah, it was really great that I had the opportunity to work with them and that they were able to find me a role. I'm very, very grateful. And yeah, they do feel like a bit of a family now, that I'll, you know, keep in touch with them and hopefully go back and work with them again in the future. I think if you're sitting on the fence, you should just go for it, because I sat and watched, you know, I have watched videos of people, and now I'm doing a video. And that just shows that it really is possible for absolutely anyone to do it. I didn't have a technical background at all. But if you're, I don't think it matters what you've done in the past. Because on my course itself, we had women of all ages, all backgrounds, all careers. You know, lots of us have had children. Some people were on breaks for maternity leave. Some people had taken career breaks. Some people just wanted to change. There were some super dads as well, you know, and it was just an amazing community to be part of. And we all just supported each other. You know, some people hadn't worked in 10 or 15 years. Some people had had hugely successful careers in other industries. And it just, everybody was just together and really on the journey together. And that's what I really loved. And, you know, if anybody was stuck on anything, we had a WhatsApp group and you would just ask. And, you know, you were people and you didn't know anything. And then you sort of all went on this learning journey together. And yeah, so it was a massive thing for me, was being part of the community. But it was also the structure of the course. I really liked having that, you know, that you needed to do whatever 16 to 18 hours per week, that there was the live session that you know, that you could attend. Obviously it was recorded like everything, but for me it was really important to attend. And really, I just think it made me get so much more value out of the course, being able to attend those sessions, getting to know our lovely Nikki, our lovely trainer, and all of the other people on the course. So it really held me accountable. And then something as well, which was amazing, was the opportunity to work with a mentor. And that is a Salesforce professional who's been in the ecosystem for more than 2 years. So you have this incredible opportunity to have a mentor for the whole course, and you know, you just learn so much for them. I was so lucky that I had an amazing guy from the ecosystem who's very well known, called Mark Jones, and he was just such a support to me. He gave me so much of his time and his knowledge. And you know, once again, if I'd just been sitting there on Trailhead, I probably just would have given up. But it was the mix of, you know, the mentor, the live sessions, the weekly homework, the challenges, the community, that just made it all just so much more achievable, rather than sitting doing it on your own. So as you said, I watched these videos of other women who had relaunched their careers, and you think, can I really do it? And yeah, you can. Anyone can. If I can, anyone can. So yeah, just go for it. You'll join a really great community. And yeah, do message me on LinkedIn when you've signed up and we can chat. Relaunching my career with Supermums has really given me the flexibility that I really want at this point in my life for my family. My career is incredibly important to me, but at the moment I would say my well, I think my kids will always come first, but it has been absolutely incredible not to have to sacrifice and to be able to relaunch my career, use my brain, and to be able to do that, but also be there at 3 o'clock in the afternoon when my daughter walks out of school and my son walks out of nursery. So that has been absolutely amazing. But another thing I would say with Salesforce is um, the opportunities are just enormous for career progression. And I think, my children aren't always going to be 5 and 2. So I know that there is just so much potential there. And, um, that really excites me, and that I've entered a career and a space where I think it's really what you make of it, but the opportunities are there for the taking. So, um, yeah, that really excites me, the opportunity for career progression, as well as the flexibility that I need right now for my family.